Hey guys, goes on my pals, SMMIA. Together, My Hero Academia, the new pro hero, by Shari Scott. Chapter 1, the day he wakes up and gets his hero identity. In the city of Musutafu, Japan, in the laboratory called Star Labs Industry, three people were working on a teenager that had got electrocuted. By their personal reactor in the laboratory, they kept an eye on his vitals to make sure he was alive. They took they took turns watching him and to see how he does in the meantime. Each one had a special job to do on the teenager for each one of them. It was 9 months in the coma that they kept track of the time he has been under the coma. They kept doing it each time of the day. It was 8:45 a.m. that there was signs that he might be waking up from the coma. They looked to see how he was doing. Then he wakes up out of the coma. Well, then he looked around the room. It was a laboratory. How he had come to a very new place. He looked at the people in the room. He started to back away. That he was not in the place where he lives. Looking at the people who was smiling at him, that each time they looked at him feels that it can become very different to him. Someone called Nezu and tell him his adopted son is finally awake from the coma, said the male in the room. I'm on it. Just stay in bed, Toy. Don't move in that bed. Got that? Said the other man in the room. Tony just shook his head, saying yes, that he will stay in the bed. The other man left the room to go make a phone call to the principal at the UA High to tell him that his son is awake from the coma. The others kept looking at him very funny in a way. He felt very scared being in a room with them. He only wanted his father so badly, and that he just wanted to cry like a baby that he did not have his father with him in this new place. The other man came back to the room, smiling at him, and totally knew something was not right. Or maybe it was just him and how he felt right now. Your dad is on his way to come and see you at the laboratory. If it's okay with you, if you want that, Tori, said the man in the room who made the phone call to Tori's father. He only shook his head, saying yes to the male in the room. The male smiled at the teenager, that he was happy that Tilly had understood what he just told him about his father coming to see him in the room. The teen smiled at him that he was very happy that his dad gets to come and see him in the room and building that he is in right now. They looked at each other, then they heard a sound that sounded like footsteps coming into the room they were in. They saw a man with black hair and another man with blonde hair with Daddy in the middle of the men. He smiled at his son with tears in his eyes to see his son awake and not in a coma for 9 months, being under that coma. He had run to his son in the bed and had tackled his son in a bear hug, crying on his chest, and his son crying as well, him holding his father in his arms and telling his father he is all right. Nothing bad happened to him in his lifetime. His dad smiled at him and kissed his head to tell him he was right, that he was perfectly fine right now. He and his father separated and looked at so much alike to each other, and they saw the others looking at the father and son moment in the whole room. They were a family again, and the son had finally got a new to work with him to be the best pro hero name to Japan. The Flash, or whatever they would could decide on a hero name for the third pro hero of Japan. Toy, let's see if you can walk again. So let's get you out of the bed and try to walk again. Come on, stand up. Let's see you walk again from being in the bed for 9 months in the coma, said the male in the room, taking Hawking to Toy on the bed. They helped him to get out of the bed and helped him stand up on the ground. He stood up and felt his body hurt with how he was going to move around the room. He stood up and started walking with the help with each person in the room to help him get moving around the room. He felt power surge into his body, and it felt pretty good, like he felt a flash of light in his body. He started to run in the room. Let's get going. He started to run in the room, in the laboratory. And it was the first time ever, and he stopped and looked at everyone in the whole room. Well, I guess his quirk works now. Wow, he got pretty fast in the room. Right, Caitlin? Does he look like he can be the new pro hero now? Said the male in the laboratory, talking to the girl in the room. You might be right, Cisco. He can be a better pro hero now with a quirk and not quirkless hero, said Caitlin to the male now named Cisco. I know he is the first quirkless pro hero, now he has a quirk, so can become more popular, just like All Might and other pro heroes, said Cisco to Kaylin. You guys done talking because Cisco, I want you to create me a new pro hero suit for Tony to wear and a new pro hero name for him, said the male not named. Coming right up, Dr. Wells. Tony, stay here when I create your suit. It will be very awesome and the hero name will be very cool and awesome. What do you say, Toy? And do you want change change the third pro hero name? That is awesome and very cool heroes for Japan. I know it's different, but it will be a new different for all of us. Let's just go to everyone in the real room. It will be fine with me, Cisco. Just don't go overboard with his suit and hero name, please. And thank you. It's a toy not wanting to change his hero name. Don't worry yourself. I would not go overboard with your super suit. Your name you have, you I wish, and code of course. Said Cisco running to the other room in the laboratory. Let me guess, he will be going overboard with his super suit. And here on Plus he lied and crossed his fingers behind his back that he will go overboard on the super suit and pro hero name for the new third pro hero of Japan, Satoi's would drop it. Yeah, he is going overboard with your suit and hero name, so people will love you more than All Might and other pro heroes, so please don't get mad at him, and he is into these kind of things. So how do you feel? Anything different with your body or powers? Does your body let me take your vitals, see what I can do for you? Okay, your heart rate is normal, your breathing is fine. You got burn mark on your body, forming being electrocuted. The quirk is fine in your body. I see your dad and the two pro heroes got questions. What happened to their third pro hero? Said Caitlin. I guess you are right, Caitlin Snow, that they have questions for me to let me them get their answers. Said Tully to Caitlin. How do you know my last name, Mr. Nezu? Why do you say that to me? Said Caitlin Snow to Tully. I think it was easy. The Snow family have something to use with snow and ice quirk. What the Roman family has the quirks of vision or vibes, the sound or shock waves. The Wells family quirk is unknown, but people think it's Angie or something of elemental. I guess he be a pro hero. I know about the quirks of people and heroes, so I asked me a question if you like to do that for all of you. Satori well, Nezu. Okay, son, we got to ask what happened in the accident out in the job. Did that gave you these powers? And Nezu is. So let's stop there.